Funding wallets on TapTapSend. Step 1. Click on Create Ghana Cedi Wallets below when you open the app. Step 2. Enter amount of your choice in Ghana Cedis. Step 3. Click on the Confirm and Fund wallet below to confirm. Step 4. Your wallet has been successfully funded. Step 5. Enter amount of your choice in Ghana Cedis. Step 6. Select or add new recipient. Step 7. Choose wallet as payment method. Step 8. Click on the Pay with Wallet below to confirm. Step 9. Your transaction is successful.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it, check it, check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Check it, check it. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Sugar level, check it, check it, check it, check it. Check it, check it, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Abinsoko! Massive cash out with Aviator on Parimatch. Charlie, visit parimatch.com.gh now and enjoy showdown odds and amazing offers on your favorite sports, jackpot and casino game. Play with Parimatch and get up to 500% Pari Boost bonus to win big like a boss. Parimatch, the game is yours. This advertisement is vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly. No under 18. Gaming can be addictive.
It's too much talk already in the studio, and it means that gentlemen are jacked up for today's edition of Showbiz Daily. And I'm going topic number 1. So, topic number 1 is not even written as part of our topics for today, but it has become necessary we talk about it. Now, what is the topic? Remember Ifia Santua Singathon, which was the talk about thing during the Christmas holidays or during the Christmas break, and the fact that many people who were at the airport suggested that she was the one who actually made the whole Christmas thing very, very enjoyable. As it stands now, we know that she has been disqualified. But before her disqualification information even came out, we saw how some journalists in Ghana and some media people who were asking, in fact, Tiliaki Nipa was part of it, Kwame Dazi was part of it, and a few other people whose name don't readily come to mind. The agenda was, where is her certificate? What has happened? Has she been disqualified? Hey, why has it kept so long? All those questions came up. Now, finally, when it came that she was even disqualified and someone even out of Twitter conversation got that information, still she was not spared. Someone who has been disqualified. Hey, Charlie. The lady has been disqualified still. Okay. She was not spared. You've been disqualified. So why didn't you tell her? Why didn't you tell her? And they gave it to her. Woto. Now, after Ifia Santua Singathon, there has been so many Guinness attempts, so many of them, from makeup-athon, interview-athon, kebab-athon, cook-athon, like 4 crown. In fact, Standathon, Recathon, the guy whose recording attempt was spot by rain. Like enough of them. Some finished and some did not finish. As it stands now, those who finished, at least I know of a speechathon, she finished. Many the chef Millennium Chef. In fact, she did like 1 month.
He did like
1 month.
I feel about
he cooked for 1 month, and someone has cooked for 1 month. Nobody's asking for his certificate. But when Ifya did how many days? 6 days. 4 days.
Less than 1 week.
They nearly killed her for her. What is happening? Are some people's attempts so important than others? Or these people have some special interest in some people? Well, that is not part of our agenda, but today it has become necessary we start with that. In the studio, immediate left is man like Kobe Josman. Kobe Josman is a blogger, manages his channels on YouTube, Kobe Josman, kobejosman.com, and of course, he's also a supporter and enabler of many talents. He's here. It's been long he came here, but today he's here for us to do our thing. In the middle is Nana Reagan. Nana Reagan is also a PR person. He's the road manager for Rough Town Records for Wendy Shea, and also doubles as a journalist. And at the extreme end, I have Roland Amate, who is also a member of the Shatta Movement Empire. He works with Shagzy as well as Roland Report on YouTube and RolandReport.com. Behind the scenes, Digital Rasta is called Currency, who is doing our camera for us, and Richie Flex is the editor-director of the show. Tap send, money transfer app. Get it on your phone today and thank me later. Use the promo code SammyFlex anytime you want to send money. And again, parimatch.com, parimatchbet. Make some money with your betting app, and Parimatch will help you to do that. Now, because Nana Reagan has been there before, in fact, they say he who knows it feels it, or he who feels it knows it. Let me ask Nana Reagan why he thinks, what are some of the possible reasons at the moment why people are not asking same questions they posed to Ifya Santua for her certificate from the Guinness World Attempt. Nana, quick one.
Right after the sing-a-thon, the pressure from them. I'm not talking about Ghanaians. I'm talking about our media. The pressure from our media to inquire about why there's a delay in the first certificate or response from the Guinness World Records was just too much. And at some point, I felt like it didn't come out of a good intentions. Reason being that at that time when they were making certain commentaries, even on social media and on their traditional media platforms, it wasn't even up to 2 weeks after the sing-a-thon. And clearly, Efua and some other people who were very much interested in the Guinness World Record thing were informed that we are the anywhere. The results can take a minimum of, I think, say 12 weeks or so, like minimum. Say and check crap on results and certificates, review or evidence they disqualify and I say this certificate in the and check crap will take a minimum of 12 weeks.
That's the shortest.
That is the shortest
according to their rules.
Apart from say there will be
12 weeks, it will be how many 2 months
and some days. And apart from say we'll be for fast track. So we are no normal processor. It may take a minimum of 12 weeks. But they started mounting pressure.
12 weeks, 3 months exactly. 12 months
exactly. Sammy, even a month. Because the question they were asked, so before you ask then you should be telling me, say, you trim more 12 weeks in the crap minimum, the crap
3 months.
So they started mounting that pressure, and the FUA came in to say, okay, fine. She will find money and go and pay for the fast track. Because that's a pressure now does. We do a bit maybe other than Guinness for no. I could say we disqualify and I see we need certificate now into no pay car and no could try. And the fast track crap on who said to you can also in a period. But these people they don't care what I say, they don't know all these details. So looking at all of these things and try me say what you are doing, it's coming out of a good motive and I say
a good place, yeah.
It can't be because the nipa na are relaxing and maybe after 12 weeks and I say be after maybe 6 months be crying share. Then if you are mounting pressure and you are writing to certain context, it will make sense. But with the minimum when crap on you half full. So I am asking, as media people, if you had that much interest in people, in Ghanaians that are attempting for certain records in this Guinness World Record thing, why have you lost interest now? I'm not asking Ghanaians why are they not supporting certain individuals that are also trying to attempt it. I am talking about the media. And the media should not be selective of who they want to support or who they want to give proper details of whatever thing they are attempting. The media should be for everybody. Every Ghanaian be or Shetokro be more best. Okay, I also want to attempt this. The media should be for that person.
True.
And you are interested, okay, you can write to Guinness World Record, say the Kwame does then you can equally write and go and look for the reasons. Come and sit on the same platform and tell Ghanaians. Just as you did to a first Antoa. But who select you on Kwana, yes, sir, now the Fanasa now you first Antoa, and look at how the media body has lost interest in everything Ghanaians are doing in relating to Guinness World Record. How would you feel? Would you see this thing as love? You can't see it as love.
Never.
The only time it will be love is when, okay, we are using the same procedure for Sammy.
Yeah.
We are using the same procedure for the narrator.
Buy the boba.
Yeah, the boba teaching you say. I buy the boba teaching the boba.
Where the banana?
After that, where the banana potential banana.
I buy the boba. General the boba.
Where the banana?
I have my brother. Yeah, money.
So I don't get it. Is it why Efua at some point was getting emotional on certain platforms? These are some of the things. Because if you sit back and you observe their attitude after certain individuals have also I think say India 2 weeks or 3 weeks about who has raised any concerns and questions about immense long interview attempts? Who has done that? Until you manage the no Ghana and no nipa no de wambre. Until you deserve same media love now. You want to claim say you were showing the Fua. If it is love, then give the same love to him. Give it to chef, Millennium Chef. Yeah. Give it to this DJ. Oh yeah, DJ Ton.
Oh, DJ Aton Kramiresi.
Give the same love to these people. Because some of them were even on your platform before they started their attempt.
Yeah.
A friend is saying the speech at
Edu Goddaughter.
Oh, look already through now. Look at the sacrifice a woman did. Yes, or bad through in or you through now because of speech at all. So you can't. Oh yes, I didn't even. You can't show him the same love you are claiming. So the Marifua. It is. I'm not saying one man. Una will say they are who na your done na ochire Fua. It's the other now Edu Safwa the same love.
There has been cheating somewhere. Bro, are you also worried why the rest of the people are not asking the others for their certificates?
The vigilante job there, all be lie. Vigilante job, no. The thing is that, you see, it's sad how people's interest, that some people are able to build a certain interest to a certain level that even if it means hurting somebody's self, they don't care. It is about their interest, and that is all. Selfishly. That's how I see it. I know when it comes to things that the media would want to focus on at any point in time, sometimes you can't control it. But then, in certain conversations, especially if you pose as a vigilante, not as a general media practitioner, as a vigilante, because I am using vigilante in advisedly in the sense that sometimes certain people in the media fraternity pick or get a certain direction that even if you ask them, why are you not focusing on this other thing, as a mm-hmm. So you tend to ask yourself, we interested. This is the reason why I think people will be vigilante around Ifua Santua and drop their vigilante work when it is about other people. The interest has to do with the fact that, one, Ifua had bars, mm-hmm. and two, the things that Ifua was getting was actually paining some people. Mm. Oh yes. Like the things that were coming to Ifua were things that some people could not even explain. So if we can't explain it, then let's pause it. Or let's find ways and means by which we can pause it. And when we do, and the results come, then we now decide whether she deserves to get the things that she's getting or not. Mm. Mm. So that attempt of, results number, Amihere, even when she was disqualified, you see the auto seasoning. Yeah. It is to make sure that, because even during that time, in news by people say disqualified, she was still signing deals. She was still bagging deals. Still, no, did not sound quite. Because the aim was to pause that particular thing. You pause it. Into a bit to me, okay, you're inviting or saying, on what basis did they invite her? As who? As what? Forgetting that aside this particular project, the kind of lady near embarking on, she had her own career moving on, mm-hmm. which is also part of the entertainment industry. Yeah. She's been very active in the event side. Mm-hmm. If not for any baby event side, she's been very active.
Yeah, I know about that.
Inti se ebiana singaton na wudi nimno. Obviously, and more popular. But that doesn't mean say if she's been put on certain platforms, on certain things, it is only because of the singaton. Okay. I mean, if I empty sir, then I am very sure say most brands that affiliated to us at that time would not. If it is only the singaton. Mm. If say singaton, once they disqualified, most of them will pull out. Yeah. And most of them,
some of them knew of his
exactly. And come to pull out. You think corporate entities are just about the hype and not results? No. They can even project into the future of what your results will be even before they come to you. Mm-hmm. They can project. So most of them wouldn't have signed. But it is because aside the singaton bars, she also had substance, of which she was very active, even as a businesswoman in the space. Nina can building the portfolio until money as say more leverage to even go and sign for an ambassadorial deal. Me, it is I actually find it sad for somebody like me to say I am surprised. I am not, because I have been at the receiving end of some of these treatments. So I know how it feels. Oh yes. Oh yeah, shut up movement. Yeah, shut up movement. Yeah, you understand? Yeah, any what to yes, like what kind of exactly.
Oh, sir, I don't know you are showing me love.
Exactly.
The results of what you are doing, exactly. It is affecting my food.
So the person's interest to be part of that particular bars around Ifua Santua. The interest is that, me na me trokoma nkofo we mu ena mo di we buy. Me na me ye say nti ye body na ye be body dibi.
Now no nya.
Aha.
Let's go to Kobe Josvan. Let's listen to what the Nation's blogger also asked to this conversation. Yes, Kobe, let's listen to you.
Well, near be say sometimes it tends to be very disappointing. I mean, mostly, Meta can say, what I expect the media to do, they are not doing it. Instead of the media to pay attention to the major issues, they rather pay attention to the minor. And I bet you a problem. That is why when I see some of our creatives always going hard on them, now some of them want to play a devil advocate, and then I tend to ask myself, Is it that you don't know the harm that you are causing some of these guys? What should we expect the media to do rather? When the whole thing happened, we're expecting them to play a role as a media. At a point when the media want to play, a role of a fan, that is what tends to be a problem. Fans will always be fans. Now there are some questions that I don't even expect the media to be asking. I expect Ghanaians to be asking that question. Then the media will rather go further to do the vivid information checking. Give us the research backings to prove whatever that the people are saying. But when you get to a point in time that it turns like the media are rather chasing something based on their personal interest, that is where we lose the core value of what we intend to do. Was the media intention to do that to ridicule her or what? Because at some point, Mimi Huni said, I said, on my agenda said, na yema who said no, after all, yes, and we let baby fans one. I had to say, one way or the other, some of them were wishing her say at the end of the day she won't go through, like she will fail. So I didn't know
they didn't want her to
say that you can say Nkosiaga and I'm passing Nkosiaga. So that is it. Why will a media practitioner be like, oh, let me write to this person to inquire about this one or two things? What was your interest? If you had the interest to do that, why didn't you shift the same interest based on, the other people, just as my brothers also said? So sometimes it tends to be very disappointing. I think we have to get serious in this country. If this is how the media has to be there, then I'm beginning to cry for the next generation.
Oh, be lying.
Because the young is here, no. Come on, I can be in my room and do what some of these guys are doing. So they should go to the field, do the right, proper journalism work, and stop that kind of, funny things that they are doing. They should rather inspire, educate, and inform the people rightly. So as Nkwayete said, them say. If the media is rather misinforming the people, then what should the fans do? So I think they should get serious, and it's very disappointing when I get to hear or see some of these things coming from that end. But all being the same, I think she has done well. Far behind some of the things that I know when and we say kudos to her. And to the team too, they've done amazingly well. She has also projected Ghana. December year because you be so you fan who was and kakra. Oh baby and because one way or the other you to me meeting coffee be my mama side gig be my
so let me add this, like the biggest disappointment it was when everybody wanted IFA to be on their platforms and they were asking the exact same questions. Unim said about the health thing about this whole Guinness World Record attempt. Our media is not even interested in it. A drug case, if fast and try is 4 days.
One guy nearly died though.
Nobody is asking say a drug and crap on health way for no muba. Yeah, assign no more part of attempts. Edema individuals no more tries attempts. Obijan now saying that 4 days. Your man they drew. On the day Adriano crap on the
say one guy.
They are not even asking questions around some of this. He said they are in the future no be so episode could be most okay. Me health implications. Yes, may you say, me no me do me fawe, me my doctor we advise him say nobody is interested about. All people are interested is certificates, we fail you disqualifying and say like some of these things. And we have a media, our media people are running after so many unnecessary things.
Vigilante.
In fact, Nana, what you are saying has called my attention to something. And when we finish the show, anybody at all who can remind me should remind me. After the interview at Ima has been slow. I don't know if you guys have seen anything about him.
Sure.
After the interview, I haven't seen anything about him. I think after the only thing I saw from him was the press statement.
That was
after even his Facebook.
He has not been active yet.
Yeah, so at least it will be a good thing for us to.
No, for the health side, yeah. I mean,
because in Mark's case, for example, his health was
and the manager.
It wasn't easy crap for him. Well, so I think these are some of the petty things that, as a media, you see that they made a post that you are only waiting for the artist to do negative, then you make all the noise. When you claim you are building an industry, but when you see the artist making a positive move, That one you don't project it.
I said they be at the agenda.
Is the industry only negative? Is the industry building only negative? That's they may you be absorbing now more.
I think personally one thing I'm observing baby among some more quam face and benya bass and they always think about themselves, but the others they don't care. What if for a case like this, even if so wimpa or people can say a new businessman, they are thinking about talkability is never banned, but they don't care about whatever issues that pops up.
What do you guys think about Serwaa Amihere's apology letter? I know we all know what happened. As in, to those who don't know, one popular female broadcaster, a socialist, socialist and an influencer. Okay. She was involved in a nude leaked video saga for some weeks now, and as a matter of fact, it was a talk of town. But as it stands now, we've all forgotten. Now we are thinking about Benagoko, who has given us some new sex tapes. Yeah, thinking about Benagoko, who has given us some new sex tapes that we have all been relishing in our rooms. And when we were thinking about a new thing crowd altogether, we woke up and poof, an apology letter from Serwaa Amihere. When I read comments on social media, there are people who are saying that, but this thing, we forgot to know. Why bring it to our attention again? We have forgotten about this thing, crowd. So why did you bring it to our attention again? What really happened? And as it stands, I'm here asking myself, what do we also make of the letter? Is it a good move or maybe nah? Now let me go and read the letter to you guys, and after that, we would have a conversation. The letter reads, on April 2nd, 2024, someone posted an intimate video of me on the internet. This came almost 5 months after threats and extortion, along with efforts by the police to bring the extortionists to book. The video, which was made 5 years ago, has severely embarrassed me, my family, and my loved ones. It has also exposed my employers and the businesses and brands I represent to embarrassment. Additionally, the video has been a source of frustration to all who have been my support, inspiration, and encouragement throughout my journey in the media. At the time, 5 years ago, I considerably underestimated the extent of my influence, my potentials, what I would become, and what I would come to represent to this society. Sincerely, I say sorry for the embarrassment, disappointment, and frustration which this matter has caused to my family and loved ones, to the distinguished businesses and brands I represent, and to you. In all, I have learned deeply useful lessons for the future. Thank you, Serwaa Amihere. And this, okay. Now I see when the chase thing. I'm here, like it is clear. I'm here now.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, I'm here. Like
you know when you remove the I and you bring it in front. I am here.
I'm here. That's what I'm saying. That I am here.
I am here.
Yeah, like it is clear now. So as it stands now, those who are judging that this was not necessary, that thing died. Why didn't you let it die? It's natural death. And others are saying, no, it is good. He needed to come apologize. Let me get views. Kobe, since you have the mic, let's continue with you.
Well, personally, I think that was a good move. I mean, on records, at least there will be something to, clarify that. At least she apologized to Ghanaians. And I'm also thinking from the side of the corporate bodies that or they know who bomb. So you can't just, do this and just go without saying anything to them. So that was a perfect move. But there are so many lessons I already use. I'm sure say if you move, this same thing will happen. It will never stop. Yeah, this same thing will happen. Another time we will see the same thing flying until maybe you tend to be a victim. That's when it boons and wedding question. But until then, the same thing will happen. I want to sympathize with her at some point, but I think in CNBC buyer sometimes we tend not to be fair to the guys. I say we are all listening to the lady side. but no one is paying attention to the guy. Is it that the guy is a masculine and one is a feminine? So we always have to listen to the lady. Is it that if you're a lady, everything that comes from you is always right? Mostly in some senses here, it's like be man the end the the beka to be man so bia yampa. Yvonne Nelson and Saga the issue. What Yvonne was saying was right, but the Saga the Canadian yampa. So I think a room when it gets to some points like this, society are not fair to guys. And I think it is time for we guys to also rise up. Because now, and yet then be an modern saying who is a baby. Arise. No, we should rise up. For the brotherhood. Because I said they are stepping on our toe. And I can't say man and no madra. No. If you guys are always saying you fight for your right. You know your right. You are tending to be feminist pushing an agenda. Then we guys too also have the right to also fight for something that best befits us. So I think since Sembi says here, I am sure that Henry guy has something to say. There is something that he wants to say, but because of how social media any obia is it that obia to me like memo obia na semana said my taking me time I pay attention to this issue. Baby, I said the guy now will be attacking him. Have you asked yourself why would that thing? Why will it happen? What will trigger a man to even do that if indeed he did it? One has been fooled for a long time. Though I'm not saying the art is well or is good or I'm not supporting that art, but I'm saying say bibi besia and then bibi so na bibi besi. It is say can bibi na bibi here bibi. Don't come and play an innocent role, making it seem say what the way kron no video nya kron. Mommy and Shani ye nyanka sa no. I am very disappointed when it comes to that side. But what being the same, I think I have to sympathize with her. I'm trying to place myself in her shoe. It is not easy for her to be in this pain, frustration, just as she said. But yes, sir, on Saba apologize. So I think that was a good move.
Well, Ro, take over. Well, when I also saw the apology, it also pricked my mind as, okay, the Koko Kaka, one of the things that some of us were concerned about were how you were going to respond. Because we know, as in the heat of the moment, everything that you do, just like when you are being arrested, will be used against you in the court of, this one will be used against you in the court of public opinion. Fact. So people would advise that you be very careful in responding. So when the whole issue turned to was dying a natural death or seemed to be dying a natural death, then out of the blue we saw the apology. So many things. Okay, is this necessary? Do you know the repercussions of what you want to do or this particular action? It means that people have actually moved on from this particular issue, if you ask me. The Henry Fitz guy who was even involved has stopped throwing salvos left, right, center. And even the moment legal rates of sermons started flying, going viral on our spaces, so many people backed off from some of these conversations because one way and actual content. So yes, it was actually going off. But there's one thing that crossed my mind, which is the answer to this particular move, and a necessary evil. This is a necessary evil that I see. She knows the repercussion of sparking up this conversation again. What it is going to do to her brand. It is going to rekindle whatever fury people had for her, whatever hate people had for her when the whole conversation was ongoing, whatever anger that people got for her with regards to this conversation. She knew. But then, aside those people, she also has some close associates. And with close associates, I mean even business partners whom were even affected by some of these things. So there was the need out of respect to also show them some level of respect. Because yes, whether it is your fault or not, and in a corporate society and sometimes how they think some of these things in our part of the world, some people may say, oh, but in certain circles, even if you polycran and your fault or say accidents in the crana, you will still be held responsible. So in that sense, in order not for certain deals and businesses to collapse, and year one, in order to protect future businesses, and year two, because at the end of the day, should another scandal hit, what a company that would want to affiliate with you in the near future would ask itself is that, if I affiliate with this particular person and another scandal hits, how will the person respond? What will be the person's kind of response? How will the person even be able to maneuver his or her way out of those scandals that may probably be dirtier than this particular one? And this is a true reflection of how solid her brand is. In fact, responding now, Krano, is even good, because if she had brought this in the heat of the moment, I tell you, and Ghana's entertainment grammarians will come and you be in line by line, line by line, line by line, line by line. That's fatal. You be in line by line, line by line. And that one would have been fatal. Let me borrow your word. Fatal.
Not like you.
Not like you. And it would have been luxurious. You understand? So yes, in that sense, me, I see that she is protecting certain affiliations and certain businesses. Because say Anyesa, this is, you know, whatever happens is also seen as a precedent. Inti Ochina Bibiba and another scandal be hit a different personality. I'm trying to say she's affiliated to, let's say, a brand like Flora. Now Flora could sign another person. No, sunya similar or even worse scandal. Now Flora at this almost cancel deal now. People will question them on why didn't you do it to Serwaa Amihere? And not to set a bad precedent, you know. She has come out to render an unqualified apology. And me, I think the letter is as simple as it is. So we read this letter, we now want tiasia, and you now want tiasia dear. Kaswa crying dear, you understand? So me, yes, even though some people may see it as unnecessary or even evil, me, I see it as a necessary evil to save the future.
Well, Nana Regan will take over from Roland.
This was very, very necessary.
It was, huh?
Yes, and I think it's a good move coming from Serwaa. Just that, if you ask me about the timing, I would say the timing wasn't right.
As in releasing it now?
Yes, releasing the apology letter now. I don't feel okay about it because Serwaa kum assembly by I mean the dust has settled. And we knowing Ghanaians, like you were saying, say abana kokokra de promac promac for nti osa de we be bomu a ase wow ukro ewu na o break room o break room ni what I say in our space there so na me come. But apology ni there ehu hia pa say na like situation as Serwaa finding home, she really has to come and apologize. If not for anything, I mean, she has family, and her actions has put some of her relatives or family members or the family name into public ridicule. You have to apologize to your family. You have companies, you have a company that you work with, and you are one of the poster girls at AIB.
Yeah.
So you have to apologize to the brand, the company. You have people who look up to you. You have people who love you, like genuinely, they love you for who you are as Serwaa. And the disappointment, the pain. Sometimes Nyama will be seen and for too good social media, they are talking back and forth. Some people talk out of pain. Some people will be fighting some people that want to ridicule you. I mean, in your name. And a pain, a bema men and I say, me for listen, person me 5 months, Yeah, na me dey work boss at 5 no.
True.
Because enya me na asem na to me but just because I love her, I can't, like, I will be very, very emotional about it. So such people, such individuals, no, you need to say sorry to them. You need to let them know, say you are remorseful of the actions, whatever happened. But if you keep quiet and you think, say, okay, the dust will settle soon, so I settle until we are moving on. No, like Roland was saying, it be not similar issues but in the future, and people will be making references based on actions that will be taken. Until the apology is very, very necessary. She has to apologize, and I am happy she has apologized. But I wish that it would have been a bit earlier.
It should have come earlier.
Yes, a bit earlier. Nanka, I think that time, maybe more crapo. I relax.
Yeah. In fact, at that time, now say play tough be.
Yes. No, to me, live. Now me share the live video. I feel on for interactive. Me who you know soon. Any other. So I think that at that time I could really see apology letter be say people will sympathize for her. Yeah, people will fight for her more. And baby,
the wording of the letter really
it's
deep.
It's very, very deep.
Yes,
like
true.
it's
5 years
emotional.
ago, she didn't know who
Exactly.
she was becoming, and
Exactly. And anybody at all can make some of these mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody.
But Yegusu,
and just say anybody can.
Yeah, no, in attack.
So apology them in kind of heat of the moment now. Pat na go.
Last I said be.
No dey be boy you mo ye be your den odi and that's ya certainly and can yen say I feel the be say ba be read the apology letter. Me say the Roland ka say grammarians but ba me say na ka say obi mark wedding out the year apology no
obi correct or the AI try.
Obi be kwa constitution mo we say no apology.
Obi so go mood. The mood of
she's not being remorseful. We should be all cancel, apologizing. No, yeah. We should all forgive Serwaa. She's our sister, and me. This thing will not make me lose respect or anything for her. It doesn't reduce anything that I have for her. And I always say Ghanaians will see it in that light.
Well said, Nana Reagan, Kobe Josvan, Roland Amate. Let's move on to other businesses. And I'm also asking another question that, do we have in our midst as industry people, are there fighting battles that are not about them and for them? And I'm asking this question because of the next video that I want us to watch. An interview on, I think, where this man was, I've forgotten the name of. Hammer and T. Pure FM, yes. Pure FM, thank you. An interview on Pure FM where Hammer and T and 55, Pappi of 55 fame had an interaction. And in the interview, it came out that Bulldog has had an issue with Shatta in the past. Of course, we all know it. This is not new unless you are new to our industry. And out of that conversation, Pappi had said something about their previous works to Shatta, and I'm sure maybe Shatta also mentioned it in one of their interviews. When Bulldog heard it, he said, or he ordered Pappi to go and do a video to either one, attack Shatta, or two, to go and do a video to revoke or reverse what Shatta had said, indirectly to counter what Shatta has said. And the gentleman felt, no, it is true. This is not a secret. This is not something that I would even want to hide. And I'm not shy about it. It really happened. So if the brother has mentioned it, why should I go and act like I'm fighting him? I am not doing that. And because of that, they ended their working relationship. Because Pappi refused to go and record the video to diss Shatta or to attack him or to counter him, it ended their working relationship. Now I ask that, if Pappi had done the video, would it have meant that, yes, he was going to fight a Bulldog's fight for him? And if he as he refused to do it, was it also something so great a problem or so big a problem, reason they could not continue working? I'm asking myself questions, and the main question is, in our industry, are people fighting others' battle for them at even their own expense? Because we know someone like Shatta Wale and his legion. If you fight Shatta Wale, the whole legion indirectly fight you. And I've been thinking about this after watching the video. I said, hey, one of them may come to MOB, I'm crumple meaning. Well, let's watch this video shortly. When I come back, we'll open it up for discussions.
You're working in Woodhouse?
No, I'm not.
What happened again?
Okay, so
No, my young.
yes,
BBI needs.
yeah.
Or digital platforms.
Yeah.
Not what you do. What happened?
Okay, so before the song even came out, we stopped working before the song came out, but because we're giving it to the distributors already to release it.
Management.
That's Bullhouse Entertainment.
You're working in Woodhouse?
No, I'm not.
What happened again?
Okay, so
No, my young.
yes,
BBI needs.
yeah.
Or digital platforms.
Yeah.
Not what you do. What happened?
Okay, so before the song even came out, we stopped working before the song came out, but because we're giving it to the distributors already to release it, we had a release date, so we couldn't do anything about it. But and yeah, once I only Shatta Wale back and forth, right?
Yeah.
And me had no text him. He said, Pappi, what? I'll say, we shit to go tell Shatta Wale. We shit to go tell Shatta.
Or friend one on one.
No, texting me.
Okay.
And I'm like, we shit like how? I mean, because I was a bit of like, what can I tell Shatta about? What can I tell Shatta Wale about Bulldog that he doesn't know? So I was a bit. I'm like, what? So and he said, this no be your first time. I said, why? Like you taking a person? I mean, my head then like, I said, I'm not talking to him. And I said, okay, if you're not talking to him, go and do a video.
You should go and do a video.
To deny what Shatta is saying.
And what did Shatta say?
I don't even know what Shatta said. I know. I think some part of the video Shatta said I did talk to Pappi every day and he said 5-5 they didn't make anything out of the music.
Oh, okay.
And truth be told, we didn't really make anything. Any money that 5-5 has or any money I get or my other partners get is through our own hustle. We didn't really get any money from the song, from the music. That's what I said. So Shatta is not lying. He's right. But in that one, it's not even disrespect or anything. It's fact. It's facts. But once Shatta, when he's have a fight with you, he foresee points where you go feel him.
Yeah.
So when Bulldog came to me and texted me that thing, I was a bit I'm like, what's going on here? So I should go and do a video, and I'm like, how? Like I was thinking, like, how can I do a video and go and deny Shatta? For what?
A video to deny what Shatta has said.
Yes. Why would I do a video to deny what Shatta has said? And plus, this is between the two of you. I shouldn't be part of it because you're my brother. Shatta is my brother.
Right. You're in the middle.
Exactly. And the thing is, now I'm cool with Shatta. I'm closer to Shatta, and Shatta is like opening some keys for me on the digital platforms and some other ways to make money.
Right.
So basically, bro is helping bro. So I mean, you're my bro, my big brother. So my big brother, you see, bro is helping bro to make some money, and you trying to get in with this to make bro. It looks. I was like, what's going on here? Because if all boy on your bear, my own kita, if you say I'm a junior brother and Shatta Wale is helping me to get some certain things, it shouldn't even involve me in this. You should be happy for me. So for you to go even tell me to go and do a video, and I was surprised. So it's like, if you don't do the video, then we are fucking done.
Oh,
that's what he would say. If you don't, sorry for using the F word. Cool. Say we're fucking done. You know,
that was the end of.
Yeah, and I thought he was joking when he wrote that, because we joke sometimes. So I thought he was joking. So we had to shoot the video with Aquaba, right, for the song. We have a song with Aquaba. So Aquaba was supposed to give Aquaba's designer some amount of money to do the thing. So so me and Bulldog, the way we work is, if like we pay 10,000, he will bring 5,000, I'll bring 5,000. So it's like it was partnership. What I said, it was partnership. It wasn't like I was under like somebody paying anything. Yeah, so it was like partnership. So and he said, okay, you know what, bring my money, the part of money I paid for the thing. I won't do it again. And the next morning I sent the money to him. You know, it was bad. Like I was like, how is this possible? You know, how could you even do such a thing? Like, if you have a problem with Shatta, like, deal with him.
Well, so this is the story as was summarized by Pappi of 5-5 fame on Pure FM in Kumasi with man like Hammond Tiro. Are people really fighting others' battle for them in this industry?
Every
as
day.
Was announced by
every day. Every day. And you see, the sad thing is that, or what makes it appalling is the fact that if it is certain people that do not have so much to lose, but sometimes it's bedrew certain key people in the industry. And here I am talking about the media, or some people in the media fraternity, or the practitioners themselves. Because you are a practitioner, you understand the terrain very much. In fact, I always say that every top musician has a relationship with a media person in our space.
Of course.
But unfortunately, yes, when you say more, sometimes even the fans understand them better than sometimes how we understand them.
We as the media.
Yes.
People.
And here I am not talking about your personal conversation, the way we translate their stuff to the fans. Sometimes even the fans understands them better than we do. Because if we claim we understand them to a certain level, there are certain translations we will never do it. Until we say, oh, this person has qualms with another person. Now, we Charlie, Fafa say, mommy. Fafa say, mommy. So at the end of the day, this person is inheriting this person's beef. Indirectly or inheriting way enemy. Until somebody can come, maybe in the media fraternity, throw a certain punch. Let me use Shatta and Stonebwoy's case recent as a case study. There were so many commentaries in the space, and you will know the direction at which it is coming from. It is because they want to inherit somebody's enemies. So certain questions that will make the whole conversation, will open up the conversation, find the fault and find solution to it, they won't do it. But before you realize, okay, akwawe ade na wanye say, ade na wuye say, ade na wanye say, ade na wuye say. Inti ube hunu na afede akwaye gang fight. And so na nipa ba akope na ntokwa ne ne ntokwa o. Omo mu we chire ni nyina. Interest one. Any frefre kokum biman. That's what is going on. And it's the same thing with what Pappi is saying. Bulldog na wenya ne ntokwa. And Pappi is a practitioner. If not for anything, he's in the center of the conversation. He understands it. Into pushing his own koye bibia, otiasie. He knows what you want him to do, and he knows the repercussion of it. But mostly, so many people, especially in the media fraternity, has 1 and 2 with others in the space. Omu nim ne fa so bae, eye because omu kwaji nkofo bi ntokwa be coin. Into certain personalities and certain media people have some problem here. Media need to on tiase, but niwe if you say okokun obi ntokwa man, and I inheriting in that particular fight or that particular enemy on tiase, and that is what Pappi prevented. See, when Bulldog had his brawl with Shatta some time ago, I called born the artist Vanilla. Me, when I saw it, I shouted. Why
do you bring him in?
Exactly. The boy is very innocent to this fight. Unless he has a stake in it, in the conversation. Sometimes when you respond to certain people with regards to Shatta, Hons and Sema, people think, oh yeah, oh you are a manager, so they have no idea the stake you have in that conversation.
Thank you.
If you are going to inherit somebody's fight like the way Bulldog was pushing Pappi to go and fight, ask yourself, what do you stand to gain? What do you stand to lose? And it will interest you that so many people are doing it. I see plenty in our media space. I am part of that fraternity, so I see them, and I know how they play it. Pappi knowing the repercussions of what he is going to, and the Ebebano decided to, besides the thing, is it true? If it is true, then why should I go and fight it? Besides, if I am able to help fix it in Pwa, it is going to save me. Because Pappi even realized he was sitting in a rut kind of, per his own conversation. Say, what the guy is saying, is it true? If it is true, then why should I go and fight him? Besides, he's now even, if not for anything, I am now finding solution to the problems that me and you created. Pappi never blamed Bulldog for the fact that they didn't get money. Pappi never did that. He is just saying, I am now trying to find solutions to the problems that we created in the past. Because if Pappi didn't have or didn't get money from his music in the past with Bulldog, it is not only Bulldog's fault. Pappi also has a part to play. I'm blaming Bulldog here. But since now that Afin or finding solutions to the problem, and you want him to go and do what? Go and fight a fight. Will that fight bring solution to the problem that he's trying to solve? No. If it will not, then why should he go and fight it? So yes, for people fighting other people's battles there, plenty, and most of them don't even have a stake in the fight. Yet we could then at the end of the day, if you see Shatta Wale blasting Kwame Dazi, you will not understand what could you have been talking about.
Well, Reagan, continue from there.
As for the inheriting people's enemies or fighting for people, but it is very unfortunate that you see some of our people do some of these things.
Management, that's Bull House Entertainment.
I was thinking workshop. How to go about it, how to address it, how to approach the issue. Young people are missing
that point.
The points and the angles to come from. Is it what Bulldog was trying to do? Clearly, no. This is how I see Bulldog's approach. Yes, on the Shatta Nyantokwa, but he wanted to clear his name in the sense that, or not of let's say life na video no Shatta yen waka say Pappi crying me di nkomo no waka che me say ono ye ejuma no cry we nyesika. Straight away in Bulldog's mind, oba feel say Pappi ene Shatta kwashe baby ena wako selling out. Wako selling out, wako di kokonsa ne ho konkonsa atwe. That is what. So now if on can share na ye video na di bank sa claim. But what Bulldog was missing, and I said, I said, it was unfair. I was trying to bring Pappi in this battle. First of all, Pappi is somebody that is trying to come back.
Yes.
Wako, he has been in our space. He has been at the top before. And as I say, and he is trying, like, when lessons be brain in the industry as a musician. The entire moment in the past, no, was seeing lessons be and those mistakes he doesn't want to repeat them again. And me as a man, Pappi kind say Okokache Shatta Wale cry me who na ask gossip, me who na ask concern. Every day conversation.
That's why he didn't feel guilty about it.
It is everyday conversation. Yeni na yedi. Obia shia obia yedi sa nkomoni chale ejuma me ye be 5 years 3 days chale nka me ye say ya anka me am me nke bia anka ma come me chen say obia this nkomoni nipa ne wo ebia knowledge me anasa ajimbe go say okay chale then this time around don't do this, don't do that. Aya for higher say na nipa na ma be guidelines be kakra we show way be kakra into such a person say even if Shatta the bufo kra can say nipa na say ya. You don't drag the person into that. Bulldog should have understood the reactions of Shatta. So, okay, and Tokona now. Me no nya Tokona o kan sembia. Dente bia me ma semene ha me bebre. First of all, me say you are reacting from anger. And sebi obi or reacting from ebuphobia.
Kakrao.
So any person say so throw na born na so or the ebufo na wan haban kra da obefa to ahaban yo Ebufonti obefa haban so trouble. Enti no Bulldog should have seen it in that light and say okay, me Shatta talk or clearly no can be me ya. Or can be the good who feels say public say oh make up as a manager no in my role with the artist and then you nana me right. Into what defense be now nenye but unya dragi Pappi first of all consider say nipa na fe no asa person top on mo biemu he will need everybody to achieve that including the Shatta Wale you have Bulldog is fighting he needs everybody or a selected few being to me ma Pappi achieve the way the success of person achieving of music space anymore. And he will need everybody's like Obia support be and say Obia contribution. Say that baby to me do baby pempen so person be do. So me I think it was unfortunate say Bulldog would drag him say uncle video and brother me adeba ko have a power in industry you know adea Pappi kecha to say because no Pappi ni who said no it isn't right say me kwa video akoko catch Shatta Wale say because you only Shatta and talk na enu nti oni na je ejuma. I don't understand how sometimes people can't somehow most of the time we find ourselves in some of these situations. But why I ask myself, why do I have to blame you? And I say, why do I have to put a seven show say, okay, so one boom mama yes say mama there. Then me to me no when you juma be. To the extent say be a payment to be a married that no. Or say on confirm that because maybe you feel say at that time maybe only can pay back and I said then.
Yes.
I think we should check some of these things. Me, I've always said say we can all the time address our issues and still stay together and work.
Oh, why not?
No matter
it's just talking. Yes, it's talking and come on.
You bet me, yeah, I'm an because this issue ras and issue bia or because of that intimate Shatta don't even say
life goes on.
You are still brothers, you are still work colleagues and as a partners. Now Pappi come and say me you work and and they me I dey when you addition dey mo bia me I have seen people in our industry obu on me unu say me call rough town young go bu industry they don't talk to me
because rough town
me nya omo hwe o but because they have issues with my boss and I say and I say me bullet
into you are inheriting.
Oh yes, me call wedding be ehu akwa bia before I started working with Rough Town. Baby obehu me bia like vibe. But that was the first day after we started saying Rough Town age man because she had already be as me chia no anje so.
Hey.
Na me ka say bia I went inside, I came back. Baby omo no must trying to vibe as usual. She are in that wait. I'm gonna say me now bibi because we do so because of you actually me the advice I'll give you brother we should know how to protect our theft protect your source of income and daily bread but do it right.
Thank you.
Do it right.
I love this advice.
And yet, Tim Bia na bon say, "Oh boss, ne Sammy flex ne." Kwame does and I say, "The one I want to be in to Kwame ko jankesimu."
Do it right. I like that. Do it right.
Do it. Just do. Protect yourself. And then the main can say, "Obia mother be odi de ho ban." But use your head because you will not be there forever. Solid.
Come through. Could be just one.
Brasami. Yeah, Brasami.
Yeah, pa.
Yeah. It's a video.
It's campaign message.
Yeah. It's two great individuals heading towards one direction to achieve a common goal, and that is success. And in the name of a video.
Yes.
Are we serious as an industry? No, are we serious as an industry at all? But we sit every day trying to campaign or trying to preach this message, say we are building a better industry. Is it how to build it? Brass, I'm and same say by I am a dream like the young ones now. I even cry for them because someone like Bulldog with so many years of experience in this game to allow yourself for just a video to cause an issue between you and someone that you are working with to part ways. Brass, I think we have to we have to be serious in this industry and learn how to address issues just as me paying for the kind. And another factor too is emotions. Sometimes let's put the egos aside and tackle issues. Anye bibiana obia bedina kumachi anye bibiana mpesa meche sebema sometimes anye se bia wudi bimu sometimes wudi for pa but for peace and harmony to prevail just let certain things go and just accept it nyenye juma.
I think you also done what now kana so sometimes wudi bim but for peace inti odi o admit it
and just sorry bia ko na chese
sometimes or them would be like just ignore then you focus on the bigger picture. So now let's pay attention to the investment so far. Investment is not all about money, your time, your effort, your energy, some sacrifices that you made. So because of this small thing, I think they need to set up. It is not too late. So no, it's not too late, man. One hour can say assembly anywhere into me Ebefa because Semum realizes at this point let's set aside your ego name Bibia and sort our issues. Yes, and sort our issues Ebeka. Masa a simple nature chamanya asem. I think we have to pay attention to some of these things and handle it. And how assemble ye can we industry anymore. Let's tackle issues and ignore attacking personalities. I think we're moving forward or going forward. If we go in that direction, it will go a long way to help us. Yeah.
Let's do the last one that we can run away from here. Amerado has been talking about the supposed switch from rap to singing that everybody has been accusing him about, or I have been accusing him of. They think that Amerado has ditched rap, and Amerado says, "Oh, you guys, the way you people are saying this thing here, you guys are not being fair to me." Well, in this interview with Felix Akakpo, who is based in America now, Amerado is also in America at the moment, and let's watch the interview, and after that, we'll try to put our reactions or our opinions on it. Then we can run away from here. Let's watch it. I'll be back.
Men switch here from rap. Baby, I'm a cool baby. I'm say, "Oh, Amerado." Rap. Men switch here from rap. Baby, I'm a cool baby. Say, "Oh, Amerado, rap." Amerado plays rap, but there is a new Amerado. He's trying to challenge himself to evolve, and I feel say, we hear the same thing repeatedly. We not the same results. So sometimes you need to at least top up, and as sometimes we change your market. Now what they are sharing. And getting into singing now with Kwekwan and Siabron, and I feel say my audience be also before failure or monsters who had desires moment. Nothing should stop me because music is all around. Yeah. My rap for 7 to 8 years. Okay. And my singing for just a year by a summer switch. I did yet in Sam. That was the first time I bought that phone for my biggest money ever.
How long was it? Yet in Sam was I think about 3-4 years ago.
But when I went to England for the first time to perform, Ghana Music Awards UK, I was nominated for Uncovered Artist of the Year. Now I'm singing. Yeah. Time I'm in I could the AABB ban. Now I'm rap it. Yeah. Time I'm a MP. Now I'm rap it. Yeah. Time I'm a call Tim Westwood. Now I'm rap it. Time I'm a J Best Rapper. Now LVGM. Now I'm rap it. Time I'm a J Best Rapper for Ghana Music Awards US. Now I'm rap it. Yeah. You get it, you know. Rapping has been me, and I've always stick to it, but.
Well, so that was Amerado in that conversation. We are wrapping up. Kobe, some 2 minutes. Let's wrap up.
Yeah, brother, Sammy. I think, let me say, kudos to him. I mean, Amerado over the years now, while proving from his journey from success, I mean, to wherever that he is now, I think, or they are born about. So, and the growth about when he carry anymore, I think is one thing that, I mean, we need to call a comment about it. Talking about rap and singing, I think one way or the other, Nimi Nunina has added value to the brand. But if you mention the name Amerado, there's one thing that will always come in mind, and that is the rap. But other side of him, that is the singing, is equally paying more. I mean, getting him known by other people. Because right now, and you'll be able to me, I talk rap back to back. But with singing, with some hook, with some chorus, you are able to relate, connect, and even flow easily. So I think that one is, doing well for him. And moving forward, if he thinks that is what he's paying, I mean, the business is all about money. Let me do what will bring money into my pocket. Because so if the singing will bring money or bring food on the table and will feed the family, just as Okan said, you rather focus on his family than so or then if the singing will, give him the money and the comfort that he thinks, he should pay more attention. But he shouldn't also forget in the corner, say your body Amerado. There is one thing that comes in mind, and that is rap. So that is it for now. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Nana, closing.
I think our media, the people that get a chance to interview people, I understand sometimes the narratives and the agendas they want to set. So they will ask questions like, "Oh, see how they, say, oh, Ghana for class, say Ghana for amount for say, amount for bimu." We understand some of these things, right? But they should do it right, where it will put or position the artist very well. I am boxing artist. Oko rappers we are seeing how have been doing singing. Yeah. Nobody has boxed them in any areas. They say they say they were switching and they say they were singer. And so you say if you check from Snoop Dogg to Lil Wayne to Drake, Jay-Z, Obia, Omunina, you're singing. But they have, when you check on their Wikipedias and other things, they are still identified as rappers and producers or rappers and something. But Ghana Hanomono will be a producer crapona or Tonyamana Yamana Hete Pet. Your person producing talent anyway, your person Kuno. Yes, in fact, recognize we be crapona was say recognize was producer crapona from Tiasi. And it's a worry. Obi will move him, no so chako music cry a problem will grow him. Obi music, or movie, or just in a cry, music design and some maso and animal to a common or pathway. A problem. Why is it like that? This is entertainment. We should even encourage people to be versatile.
Yes. Diverse.
Yes, as talent, we should encourage people. Charlie, tembianye same kwa and music. Amerado started saying, maybe a on the records, a pigeon recently, Kim Paluta, as a rapper. For rapid fans, has been one of my favorite rappers years back. But I started all to me. A farmer. See, and your fans and then go and yet, the only rapper, you are talent, but all the me who media or UK say Germany.
Oh did he?
But my fans
brand.
So when the people can find ways be able to make this let's encourage them. And when they are interviewing such people, they want to put out such narratives. You said it wouldn't put certain things in the minds of the public. Say, oh, see an acquire or say like I say, interviews now, for amount for say Ghana for say it's just some wrong impressions. Be a limited artist, no. I'm not saying don't ask such questions, but who person will ask such questions? There's a way I bet you busana. At the end of the day, answer the panel and limited as a person, and then generating agenda be about public need trim. But obi na ma forcible so I can't say me uko yi anu a imagine say obusa assembly And Amerado because we said the rap and the rap the giant. And yeah, common choirs that the yes singing.
Oh, but some are saying that
no, it's
YP.
That is even
I'm coming. YP has a latest post. Richie, I don't know if you have it. YP has a latest post that he's actually saying what you are saying, that maybe the presenter expected Amerado to have spoken the same way. But you can continue if Richie brings the post.
Yeah, like Obi, if any ways in the Nasa or Shana say we never wanna Mama encourage you because any rap ni singing a general knowledge. What would the music it be on him say the singing travels faster and elastic. But rap ni the one say yeah, me sing for be more fans Roland or rap
or punch you
bass or bass hey aquano and so sika.
One of my prayers for a young talent like Kwesi Ameoga.
Well, I don't say she fans and conform. Bass. That guy was supposed to know.
So YP says, rap music in Ghana is dying. Almost all our hardcore rappers in the country have switched to singing now because rap gidi gidi no cry sikabieni. All people tell you is, oh, you are good, you be hard, dopest rapper. The best rapper, but you won't make any penny from that. You need to have a commercial hit song out there that the people like to actually make some money here. We can't blame nobody. It be survival mode. Sad, but that's the reality now.
You see,
just as you said.
So talking about even hard rappers brings lyrical Joe to mind. Recently, lyrical Joe and your man, it must say people were recognizing it and singing along and all of that. The one with Kwame Eugene. And she the ono ye woman in the Kwame Eugene. And when people are singing that song, you'll be in baby uncle for too. So what I say, so let's encourage the people to make commercial songs. And I say, no ma, this is kababe show mubutum. Because when him rapper be once acquire a hardcore not 10-20 years later. Ubonunu say sebi or serene with dino. Enya de papa. Beara hosem. So Amerado has find say okay singing in a bebuana. Let's encourage. He's still a rapper and a singer. And then you intimate come boom the identify the salmon. Dan say better say as a baby you. Ontimi nyebiem. Ontimi nko ho no mokrapo biem. Near the narrative being church and comforting me. Young Janko no more. Mimi Nyanka who entertainment space in my BRB. Especially when you're in Ghana. Oh, America, UK, the idea. Oh, no, because somebody said, "Oh, they put them in front of
50 Cent has been acting."
Yes, or a movie executive producer.
That's what I'm saying.
Or a non-producer. Or two era produced. Or two era
everything. So
what is this? I can have no week. Not to check a Caribbean here, per se. Can't summon on Yanni BB.
Well, Roland, close the show for us. Time is up.
Me, I would just advise Amerado. Me, I don't think he should even be worried about some of these commentaries, especially if it is coming from some people that do not. Ayana, I wish some of us in the media would give this particular education when some of these conversations come up. Because yes, one thing that is not so pleasant is change. When some people get used to a certain lifestyle, changing will definitely come with some form of hesitations and go 1-2. It is understandable. But the education that you give to the person will determine how the person will be able to accept or deny whatever change you want to give to the person. And to me, I would wish say yes. As practitioners, we serve as the mouthpiece or the explanation, people who would have to explain some of these situations to the people, for the artists to the people. And you know, say if some of us in the media space are the education with regards to the institution, say then we give room to some of these commentaries to hit and enter into the creatives. That is when you see them getting worried. Because now they tend to ask themselves, hey, and you see, I mean, ejuma me na me nsambe chire ejuma na siana. Meanwhile, we have people that are supposed to interpret what I'm even doing. Sometimes, even if the people mess it, to interpret what I'm even doing to these people. But if they themselves tend to even also come and join the bandwagon and also come at me like this, then that is when they would also worry. Yes, so me, I'll tell Amerado not to worry. because he's not doing something that is alien. In fact, he's not even the first person to do it. And he will never be the last person. There are so many of them coming after him, and he's inspiring so many people. Versatility is something that is. And Amerado singing now, or any other person singing, do they know how many your friends say singers who have also switched to rap? There are so many of them. Kenata in an interview was saying that when he hears people he tends to ask himself, and one of that may rap it back there, no. It is the same with Mrs. Mrs. One time when he was doing Obey Show across, and he was saying something, he says, one of the songs not up to him, or rap as one of the old songs, or try to as one of the rap songs, he just decided to put melodies into it. That's all. And these guys are musicians. Let's not box them. So I will tell Amerado not to worry. In fact, he should continue doing what he's doing and find more help onto how he can improve it. If he knows that is not his forte, he should try and get more hands on deck to help improve it. Because nobody is supposed to do one thing. Rap now, but Mary album, and he was singing. It takes nothing away from you. It even builds up who you are. Until he shouldn't worry. And to the fans who probably, or some people who may not understand some of these switches here and there periodically, they should be rest assured, say the people are not changing into anything. They are just it is still the same kinky. So yes, you can decide to drink it, you can decide to take them in balls and swallow. The same thing, the same nutrients, everything. And it even helps the musicians themselves. Just like another case here, there are certain things that sometimes they say them in the rap, and we miss it every day. We miss them every day. So it is also up to them to also find ways and means to also put it there. Lumbaka Shaptiba, I'm for two Shaptiba. Me assure say, Sanko Paul say, Honum no US and one by one to say rapper. And so many people would have understood. So it has its pros and cons. Amerado should not worry. There are other people who probably don't understand.
Charlie, I've enjoyed this, honestly. Some deep analysis, the presentation, the flow. It was good. If you missed this, you've missed a lot. And this is Showbiz Daily. Special thanks to the people who gave us the information, knowledge, and understanding. Man like Kobe Josvan, my immediate left. In the middle is Nana Reagan, as well as Roland Amate, who is at the extreme end. And to Digital Rasta Currency, who did the camera for us, which reflects editor director of the show. Tap send very much for supporting us. My name is Amihere. Subscribe to us because this is where showbiz really gets better. Unfortunately, sometimes when I'm listening to you, I feel nanka baby nanka we go there and come on. You listen to some conversation, almost the same. Like, you know, sometimes a position. Now we've gotten exposed, we've gotten information. What is some more? What's the same? You know what I'm saying?
What can you say is I'm intimacy?
Oh, Mr. Arula.
Oh, sometimes it is.
Intimate you, and I say I don't like it. Like if I'm listening to the submissions,
I mean that is where some of us get some of our information from. So it's a essayer. We tend to exactly.
They all need national service. Obi or better as part of also a national service, like information. And do you know what it is?
And national service, suggestive mom. I mean, I think. Every pundit, apart from reading the histories and the classroom knowledge and all of that, pundit being the artist.
So that's what we are saying.
For 6 months.
And then national service.
1 year.
That'll be 6 months.
National
and the field.
And no, you need to go to certain key camps. And then the better the pros and cons.
Today I made some appreciation post to Shatta. I know many people might not even understand it. I was doing some negotiation on some sync deal and doing my mail back and forth with them. Hey, really say, I did better than one. But after that, hey, this information.
And I mean, when Bullet made me meet the PRS woman, and I was,
asking questions.
I was asking, Charlie, sometimes you come meet me, we be not lady nurse, right?
Yes.
Like, only me say you introduce me as Wendy Chase road manager. But Ubi to me, you be your shirt. Like, I don't know where and I was going to say, who's here, like, a lot of practical things are radios, TV, so and then you now see the whole book.
I wanted to say this thing before I close. And instead of them, when some of these issues come up, to open up and ask, okay,
you are on the field.
It's saying, Nanka munya sa information no. Nanka up and guide you no.
Before now, asamene ba before now, so cry before no. I'm out for take your decisions now.
It is a friend.
Friend now about can be a better boy yam more keke.
It's a shadow.
I have seen say asambana we team member and Abibia. They don't call you for the real truth and as a facts and not to deal with them. No. Yeah, almost decisions not much them no taking per their production and whatever agenda they want to settle. Yeah, from any busa question is be a be falling in line not to give the public the right information. Say no, me woman on field no na me want experience it say anything that no crime. Dabi, you take care drain that I say we say the family it me run the be 1 week. Bomb you no cry friend interview crowd. Na say I go for bro. Just because when they call you for your artist for interview, they don't appear.
And the direct money crack out. Direct money, your mother.
Birthday cried you. Birthday cry.
Wow, but it's good to be experienced. I keep saying this thing on this platform that money can't buy experience. Experience is really dope, and I pray that many would also get to learn some of these things for the betterment of the industry. I pray that many will get it. But even if you don't have, ask and it shall be given. My name is Sammy Flex. We will end here tomorrow. We wrap up the week here on Showbiz Daily. We are out of here. Bye-bye.